Hey everybody, Edo here, and the good folks at Pandasaurus Games sent me along a copy of Ctrl, also assumingly Ctrl, and I've since seen this game at Target, and kudos to these guys for making a very novel and interesting area control game. It's pretty simple. Everyone's a color, and what you're going to be doing on your turn is you can you remove your flag, and then you can expand your color in a line going 3, and you start rotating and moving around the block here. You can't use the bottom side, so you're sort of going this way and that way, but then also you're putting your flag back on afterwards, and when it's not your turn, your flag can block other players. And then basically what you're doing is everyone's building up, and I'm just to speed things up here, is building around and different things are happening. This isn't necessarily, you have to start on, you can't go anywhere, you have to be connecting from an existing territory, but eventually you start seeing areas where players start, covering other players up. And at the end of the game, what you're going to do is you're evaluating each side of the game and counting up how many faces are visible, and determining the winner. It's a really well done and neat concept. I like it. It's easy to teach, easy to play. The instructions are streamlined. 2 players, a little interesting because essentially you have a little thing of cards and you're controlling 2 colors but only 1 scores. But, it works. It's better with 3 or 4, but 2 players is fine. And I dig it. I really dig it. I give the components a C. I mean, it's considering what they're trying to do, maybe it's a B+, but from a playing perspective, there's going to be a lot of fidgeting, things fall off. You can get it done, but not without problems. There's no way anyone is playing this without things getting pushed in and breaking off. You can fix it pretty quick, but I just found that, unfortunately, the thing that takes away from it isn't the game, it's the assembly, and it's the fact that things fall apart and weird angles, and this is just going to be happening. Obviously this was sent to me. I don't know how I would have felt if I had spent out directly on it. It is frustrating. And I worry that the more you would use it over time, the worse it would get, and the more frustrating it would get. I think this one gets severely held up by that issue. You need to make sure it's pushed in well, you got to be careful, but then you're also pulling things out. It's hard to look past. I am confident everyone will experience this. If that kind of stuff ruins games for you, this will be ruined. If you can look past it and put things on and not worry about it, it's fine. It says 8+. That certainly works from understanding it, though the smaller hands tend to have the problems more. So I don't know. I don't really know where to put it. I really think it's a game you should try. But it's easy to imagine that these component issues will break it. And it's hard for me because it's a really hard, I'm sure they spent so much time trying to get this right. And I'm sure they got it maybe as right as they could. But that, to me, is the biggest challenge with it. Also, at the end of the game, you're supposed to do this scoring. And in the rules, they show this score sheet that conveniently makes it easy to score every side, except for the note that says, oh, well, you have to print out your own score sheets. I don't know. I get it, and it probably reduced the component costs and all that, but, it's actually not quick scoring. You have to have the 4 sides. I mean, the way they have it in the score sheet is fantastic. Player, color, side, total, makes it really easy. This is a great score sheet. But without it on a piece of paper, it's a little bit trickier as you're, trying to make the notes and write it all out, and if you're going to have scoring like that, you need a score sheet. Put the score sheet in the box. Great, you saved, whatever, 20 cents, 30 cents. I know you're in Target. But now I'm not going to print it out, especially at that point. and you can do it on paper, but it is a little complex. I don't know. Like, it would have been one thing if they were like, grab a piece of paper and score it, but the fact they're like, this is an amazing way to do it, print it. It's like, I don't want to go to my printer right now. So, the game is cool. It's very much a digital game come to life, and I really like that. But because of the component issues and the thing that left that sort of sour taste in my mouth, you know, it's hard to fully recommend to folks. And I would say buyer beware a little bit on this one. But if this is the kind of puzzle you like, if you're tolerant and patient, you print those things in advance, it's super cool. So I don't want to completely bag on it. But anyway, Ctrl, CTRL, Pandasaurus Games. Hey everybody, Edo here, and thanks for watching Gaming with Edo. Reviews over here on this playlist, League and Insider videos over here on this one. Subscribe, share, all that good stuff. But most importantly, play some great games. Thanks. Bye.